Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. You're
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
You can't
Because
But remember.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Right where it counts. Uppity up up. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment, changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Made that one dead. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Scrapalicious. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only couldn't just be open. Nothing simple. It's locked. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Slash.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to... The child could have been anyone, but there's... Had it not... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike. The potato people, or... The Nono's key energy is just what... Only time will tell. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono... He says you'd better hurry back. He lost you there for a while. He says he remembered. The tree started to die when the genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Murkpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the northwest route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoofpuff at the end of the east route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porkypuff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Momombusu?
Out of date.
Loma utulu. Tohuaye.
He wants
Tohuaye.
regard.
Tohuavu.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Fairy tale.
He's heard the stories about...
Anifasu.
He won't... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your...
Ah! That's a spark of light!
What's there to like?
Not as much as it hurts.
Always making...
And you're...
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Honto con tue ponjevu. Cintuata moti huas. Mauketo tolu.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part... Says they're wary of strangers. Says you'll... Says they're cautious of... Says you... Says they're cautious of non-allies. Says the Sifu decides who...
Zata is the moi totloho.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes as the only... He welcomes you to the news of a cold... He's There's something... Sometimes one memory can make... Says there is some darkness in the best of us. The Sifu was... Their kin must... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if tells you not to... Once seeing you, he remembers... Anyway... The gatekeeper welcomes you back to... Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. Itchy trigger finger. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's... He wonders where you've been. He hopes... He understands one... He thinks you should... Whine. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He said, but you need... Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Kala.
You promised you'd train with her.
Kalino?
The dedicated...
Kanoruta. Kalino?
She'll see you at the village.
Kanamunta.
She'll be waiting for you. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some... He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost anything. He'd love to. You did well, but he can't help. He believes he's looking for... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants... You'll continue to build on the bed. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for... She won't live forever. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right. He says that it's not... There's no way they'll let... He wants to know who you think. You'll have... She asks if you're hurt, if confident. The most important... It... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Why at Funuzia?
He asks if you could help him.
Why at Funuzia? About Zulu. Wa.
He's curious to see what...
Ova bug. Yama for a domedachu. Nicht.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp.
Ova bug bestilka.
He's look...
Kialdo male kanaro tono.
Your Muma says it's a...
Katja doppolutta.
Oh,
Tukonda.
she says she is...
Kanyala no toro.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Antoro.
Thanks.
Masamal. Antoro.
Catchy.
Antoro.
Your Muma says...
Asadurutu.
A piece of...
Do male tuk.
It's called an aut...
Asadurutu. Tukonda.
Your Muma says you look...
Do male tuk.
Says a good rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luka Luka from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Quien si. Kamonu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Whatever happens, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out. It's no... They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. They've received new... Look, an emergency box from the old days. Wow, bet that knuck makes a tight fist. You make that work. Try not to get turned around in the dark. You can take all the hits.